What's up, team? Nsima the Centaur Inyang here. You were expecting a hip mobility video today, and you're not going to get it today. It is filmed, but there's two videos that I believe are going to be more important before I actually post that video. On Wednesday, I'm going to be posting an ankle mobility video, which actually is very important because it's overlooked, and that will actually have an effect on the way you squat and do a lot of other movements that require dorsiflexion of the foot. Go and Google that. But today, I'm actually going to talk about something else that comes to executing when you're actually lifting. Okay. Personally, this may not, this may not apply to a lot of you or some of you, but I think that a lot of you could benefit from this because you may have a more even temperament like myself, and if you execute things this way on a continuous basis, I believe that you'll be able to be a longer lasting lifter. You'll have more longevity when it comes to working out. And also when it comes to life, it's going to be very difficult for you to get pressured by outside forces or other individuals. Now, today I worked with 5x3 at 495 pounds for my squat. I did that before I deadlifted. Then I went and I worked up to a 600 pound by 6 deadlift, which is actually a rep PR. I believe I was able to manage 600 by 3 or 4, maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. But the very interesting thing about this PR today is that I had 3 to 4 reps left in the tank, and it was a PR despite working with 5 sets of triples at 495 pounds with the squat beforehand. So the fact that I had reps in the tank after being extremely fatigued, this is my 3rd squat day of the week and my 2nd deadlift day of the week. It's a very, very big deal. And I think that the only reason I was actually able to do this was because of the way I've continued to execute lifts for almost the past year. Now, what I mean by that is this. I've talked about being calm when you lift in the past. You guys, whenever you see me post videos on Instagram or post videos on YouTube, you'll notice that my face and the way I lift even sub-maximal loads is very relaxed. I don't seem like I'm struggling even if the weight is very close to my actual max effort load. And there is something that correlates there. Now, if you go to Google or whatever, you type in something called the flow state, you will come across articles or videos of athletes, professional athletes, talking about when they enter into a state of just nothingness, when they're executing what they need to do, whether it be swimming or rock climbing. The athlete doesn't hear anything on the outside. They don't pay attention to anything else or anybody else, and they just end up doing what they need to do, and it's second nature. They don't think about it, they just do it. Now, whenever I lift, because I tend to be calm when I'm outside of the gym, I don't let things pressure me, I don't let people pressure me. When I come into the gym and I lift, I make sure that I'm totally relaxed. I try not to hype myself up or use any type of external pressure. The only thing I'm thinking about before I lift is the actual lift. I don't think about angry things, I don't think about aggressive things, I just think about executing, and executing in a calm fashion. Conventional, sumo, squat, anything. I think that that's allowed me, first off, not to exert a crazy amount of energy when actually doing these things. And also, it's allowed me to recover faster personally. There's no research that's been done on this, I think. But I believe that if you start doing certain things I talk about in this video, in the long run, and potentially even in the short run for some of you, you'll reap the rewards of just being a lifter that has more longevity in the gym. So this direct video, what I'm talking about first is relaxing your face. Not just relaxing your mind and being calm about execution, but keeping this relaxed. Because what happens when people lift, especially when they lift heavy loads? You see a lot of this. Clench the jaw, eyes open wide, very aggressive. Doesn't seem in control. Personally, if you just think about it, what happens when you clench your teeth and you clench your jaw? Your neck becomes tight. What happens when your neck becomes tight? Your traps get tight, and the rest of your body follows suit. But if you're relaxed here, your neck is relaxed, your traps are relaxed, everything else in your body is more relaxed. Now, obviously, when you're under heavy load or you're lifting heavy load, your body isn't going to be relaxed. You're going to be bracing, you're going to be getting tight, and you're going to be trying to lift that weight as well as you can, right? But I believe that if you at least keep this relaxed, your face, I believe that also your mind will kind of follow suit, but you can get yourself tight under the weight. and execution just becomes second nature. Now, this doesn't mean you're just going to immediately enter something like a flow state by doing this, but I think it makes it easier for an individual to be able to do something that is usually very, very difficult, but in an easier fashion. When I used to play soccer when I was younger, competitive soccer and college soccer, the days that I would play the best were the days that I was the most relaxed. The days that I wasn't thinking about what I was doing on the field, but the days that I would perform at a very high level would be the days that I wasn't thinking about anything. I was just thinking about performing. I was calm. Even when things weren't going my way, I stayed calm. I didn't let it affect me. I just continued doing what I needed to do. And if you could first off start by relaxing your jaw, relaxing your face, and just shaking everything off and getting loose beforehand and just trying to execute, I believe that in the long run, you could be a much stronger lifter. You'll be able to be a much longer lasting lifter in the gym. And over time, your execution will just be much smoother and become second nature. So I'm going to talk more about this in the future because to me personally, it's very important because it's how I go about things. And it's one of the reasons I've been able to find success. First off, with doing things like jiu-jitsu, but also when it comes to an aggressive sport like powerlifting. By backing off that aggressiveness and trying to be more calm about it, I've been able to hit some crazy PRs. Either way, do what you want to do. This is Nsima Centaur Inyang from Break the Bar. If you have any questions about this, leave them down below and I'll answer them. And other than that, I will talk to all of you very, very soon.